Hello gamers, what is up? I am J104 and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I want to talk about the amazing future we have coming up in the year of 2026. Because at least for me, I believe this might be one of the better years in gaming that we are going to have, or that we have had for quite a while. Now, of course, the main reason I think this is obviously GTA 6. This could be delayed again. It's probably not going to be delayed again. And without a doubt, no matter what else comes out in the year, there will be nothing even close to GTA 6. So of course I'm excited for GTA 6, but there are a bunch of other games that have recently been announced or that we've known about for a while that are being released in 2026. Which is very annoying for me because this year I was planning to do like not a no spend year but a less spend year. And then there's like, I've got like a list of like 20 games that I want to play that are coming out this year. So I'm going to have to either pray to God for an amazing Steam summer sale or maybe not play all the games I want to play this year. Or just say screw it, I'm never going to be able to afford a house anyways and buy all the games I want to play. But we will see. But apart from GTA 6, what else am I excited for? Well, the 007 game looks incredible. The fact that it's being made by the same people, IO, who make Hitman, gives me a lot of confidence in the game. As in, I have brought the collector's edition for the game. Now, I said I'm doing a less spend this year, but I brought that last year, so that's okay. Is it worth it? Probably not. It's just got a toy gun, or a replica gun. It's not a toy. Don't refer to it as a toy, please. But it's just something that I wanted and I will like, and hopefully the game lives up to me putting that much money into it. As the last collector's edition game I brought was the Star Wars Jedi 2 series, which came with Cal Kestis's lightsaber. That's pretty cool. I haven't played the game yet, which probably isn't a good thing. I should really get around to doing that. And on the topic of Star Wars, whilst we're there, there's a bunch of Star Wars games I am excited for. Obviously, Star Wars Galactic Racer, which I covered in my Game Awards video. But I just think that game is going to be an absolute blast. And of course, I would say Star Wars Fate of the Republic or Fate of the Old Republic, but that's probably not coming out this year. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get another trailer, which would be nice. Maybe some gameplay, always nice to see. And on the topic of another Star Wars game that's not coming out that I would love to see something about, Star Wars Eclipse, is it called? The Quantum Dream Star Wars game. I don't think we've heard of anything major from that game since it was announced way back at a Game Awards 3 years ago now, I think. But I mean, it's a Quantum Dream game and it's a Star Wars game, so what is not to be hyped about? And then let's take a look at our list. WWE 2K26. I'm not thrilled with the pricing and all the different bundles they have. Why the hell is there a King of Kings bundle, Hunter? Who wants it? No one. But anyways, I'm excited to play the CM Punk showcase and I'm hoping that means we will have This Fire Burns and I can use that for a custom entrance song for my creator superstar. That's the only yearly series I'm sort of excited for this year, as the F1 game, which I usually get pretty excited for, is just a DLC for last year's game, I believe. Or was that last year? This year they're releasing a game for the new cars? I don't remember. If it's a full game, I'm also excited for that game. If not, blah. And of course, sticking to racing games then, there is Forza Horizon 6. Which, if I'm being honest, I'm only excited about because Japan is an incredible setting for a car racing game. And I hope it's gonna be good. It looks good from all the trailers with like the weather build up and all that the Horizon games have always been pretty good at. And also, you're starting as a newbie in the Horizon Festival, which we haven't done since Forza Horizons 1. So that's gonna be very fun to have to work your way up the wristbands again. Give you more of a reason to play the game than you are the boss. Go flex your skills on these noobs, basically. And then what else is there? Well, there is Life is Strange Reunion, which I don't know how I feel. I played Life is Strange Double Exposure. I did a video on that game, sort of like my raw thoughts, and I was going to play it again and do a sort of bigger, better video on it. I haven't got around to replaying it yet because I don't think I actually liked it. And I also don't know if I'm going to like what they're doing with Reunion from what I saw from the trailer. Bringing Chloe back, I don't know how I feel about it. That's making one of the game's the first game's timeline. It's setting a correct choice in stone as the canon choice, which I don't like. If I remember correctly, in Double Exposure, they sort of flirted around with what happened, where Max just says she was in a relationship with a girl named Chloe, but technically she may have thought they were in a relationship in the game during the time period of the game. So it wasn't 100% save Chloe is the canon choice, but it's looking like it is now, which I don't like, because I think that's the wrong choice overall. You shouldn't sacrifice a whole town for one girl, but I don't know. We'll see how they play it off. It might be done well. I don't know with the Life is Strange series at the moment. And then there's a couple other things I'm excited for, but not overly. There's obviously the Resident Evil game coming out with Leon Kennedy, which will always be a good time on Friday the 13th, which has just passed, or any sort of spooky season time. Death Stranding is coming to PC, so I might finally play Death Stranding 2. Because I didn't want to play it on console, even though I have two consoles sitting right next to me that I could have easily played a game on, but I haven't touched them in days and they're collecting dust, and by days I do mean months. On the topic of consoles, that's another good segue. God of War 1, 2 and 3, the OG trilogy, are being remastered. I don't have as much of an attachment as some gamers do to this series. I loved it, don't get me wrong, and I played God of War 2 on the PS2 a bunch, but I hadn't experienced any of the other games in this series. I played bits of God of War 1, but not much. And I believe God of War 3 was on the PlayStation 3, if I'm not mistaken, and I was an Xbox 360 kid at that point. And then there's games that I don't know if they're ever going to come out, but I am excited for. Fable, the Fable remake that's been announced maybe 10 times in the past 5 years. That will be exciting if it ever comes out. Marvel's Wolverine, that's going to come out and I'm excited for it, but I don't know. I was slightly let down with Spider-Man 2. At least it wasn't as good as I think Spider-Man 1 was. So I think the series on a downgrade. This is a different series, but you know, same team. Probably going into it with the same philosophy as the previous games. But we will see. It could be hype, it could not. And then the final game I want to mention here before sending, actually no, two more games, sorry. Metal Gear Solid Volume 2 Masters Collection. I have never played Metal Gear Solid before. All my friends get mad at me because I haven't. So maybe this will be the excuse I need to finally pick up Master Volume 1 obviously and start playing the series. Don't know if that will happen, because as I said, lesser spend year for Mr. Me, so we'll see how that goes. And then the current ball of the conversation of the PlayStation State of Play, the John Wick game. I don't think it's coming out this year. We saw some gameplay in the trailer, so there is a chance, but I don't know if it'll be released this year. But if it is, I'm obviously excited for it. The only sort of issue I have in my brain with this game at the moment is I don't know where it's going to fall in the sort of genre it's in, because like I imagine, obviously I've only seen parts, I've seen the whole trailer, but I haven't like braked it down, looked closely at it, sort of examined it, read press releases about it. But I assume it's going to be in the same sort of genre as Hitman and 007. So I'm hoping it's going to do well. It'll probably do better than 007 because John Wick's more current. Everyone loves Keanu Reeves. But I'm a little concerned that that genre is going to get oversaturated in the current years. Now, once again, a semi-narrative driven single player genre getting oversaturated, I'm a lot more better with than hero shooters being oversaturated. But it's John Wick and Keanu Reeves in a video game. But let's not forget, the last video game Keanu Reeves was in was Cyberpunk 2077. Which, don't get me wrong, is probably one of the best games out there now. But we all remember that release. Probably the biggest stain on CD Projekt Red's whole resume is that launch. But they've fixed it fantastically, so maybe it's less of a concern, like less of a stain on their reputation. Of course, this game has nothing to do with CD Projekt Red. That's sort of an off topic. I think it was made by Saber, the guys who make the Warhammer Space Marine game, if I'm remembering correctly. Which obviously we also have The Witcher 4 on the topic of CD Projekt Red, but I don't know if that's coming out this year or not. That game's probably going to be review bombed by the right-winged, why is my Witcher game lead a female? Even though it's Ciri, one of the more significant characters in the Witcher lore. But we will see, we will see. But let me know in the comments below, do you believe that 2026 might be one of the best years we've had in a while for gaming? All I will say is it's definitely going to be better than last year and the year before that. And if GTA 6 does release this year, it could very well be the biggest year in gaming revenue-wise we've ever seen. Because I think we all expect that GTA 6 is going to blow all the sales records out of the water, most likely. But oh my god, if it releases a buggy mess, it's not going to because it's Rockstar, but if it does, I don't know what's going to happen. The stock market will crash. No, it won't. The stock market will crash when Nvidia can no longer sell CPUs to basically themselves. But anyways, I have been J104. If you're looking forward to this year, as I said, let me know in the comments below. What game are you looking forward most to? Peace.